Yeah, this is my jam. So these are the ingredients that I will be using for the blueberry jam. We've got, of course, blueberries. I use Snowcrest because it is local. It is, I think, from Abbotsford. Yes, Abbotsford. And they're actually quite big, you'll see later. And we've got raw sugar. I run out of the organic ones. We've got 3 mason jars, a potato masher that still has some blueberry stains. Gross. We'll wash that first. We have this hot plate bowl grabber thing, you'll see later. We've got some pectin. It's leftovers from the previous batch. And again, the color tape and Sharpie. You will also need a pot that's big enough to fit these 3 guys and a pan. What is it called? Like I blanked out, I don't know. I'll show you, but we just need something to make the blueberry jam. So we fill a pot up with water and enough to cover all 3 of these guys. And once it starts boiling, as it is right now, you just stick them all in. This is to sanitize them. Very important because you do not want to gift jams to your friends or family and then get them sick. So that includes the lids. So I was actually trying to say saucepan earlier, but I'm not even using a saucepan, I'm just using a regular one. So we pour some water in, let it simmer, and once it starts simmering, we'll just add the blueberries in. Sizzling! You see how big these blueberries are? I was basically just waiting for it to defrost. You can use fresh blueberries too, but we don't have great fresh blueberries in Vancouver in the winter. Leslie could probably use fresh blueberries to make jam right now. So it's softened up so I can start mushing it. I've done this with grapes before, and my suggestion to using those big giant red grapes is to cut those in half first, and it'll help you a lot. And this is basically what you'll be doing for the next little while until it's all mushed up. It'll take a while. So it gives those jars quite some time to sanitize. I started using a wok spatula because the blueberries start going through those big giant holes in the masher. And pectin just helps it become jelly. Fruits usually have a natural pectin in it, but some of them have more, some of them have less. And this bag is quite gross right now. A lot of the pectin actually gooped out. I would suggest putting in the pectin before the sugar because it is quite a sweetener. I have looked high and low for an unsweetened pectin, but I can't seem to find it anywhere in my neighborhood. But I know it exists, and you just gauge it. If it still looks really watery, then just add more pectin. Then taste it before adding any more sugar. Don't taste it too many times though, because frozen blueberries actually get all over your mouth and teeth. You end up having purple teeth and a purple mouth. Tasting first. Ooh, very sour. Gonna need some sugar. So as you can see, it looks a lot more like jam now. It's more jelly. You don't have to use you don't have to use pectin. You can also use chia seeds ground up if you want to go a more natural way. The only thing is with chia seeds is you only have a shelf life of a few weeks. The same with honey. You can use honey as well, but it really cuts back the shelf life. If you use pectin, it could last up to a year. And if I'm making it for myself, that's fine, but because this is a gift, and I don't really want to give that limitation to my friends and family. So again, taste it one last time before you add the sugar because I did add pectin a couple more times and that really changes the taste. It's much less sour now. So I won't be adding that much sugar. But my friends all have a sweeter tooth than I do, so bear that in mind whether or not you like things sweeter or your friends like things less sweet. So I'm only gonna add half in here right now. It's a quarter cup, so half of a quarter cup is 1/8 of a quarter cup. Yeah, math is not my thing. One thing I actually forgot to mention earlier is lemon juice. Fresh is better, of course, but because I forgot about it, I don't have any fresh ones. If you add a pinch too much sugar as well, the lemon juice actually combats that. It looks like jam now. I had my assistant helping me take the jars out because I am so terrified of dropping them. So be very careful because both this pan and the jars are very hot. So, oh, there's this gross layer on top now. Let's just mix that right in. I don't know if I have enough for 3 jars. It doesn't look like it, but one person might just have to miss out until another batch. Looks like I only had enough for less than 2 jars. That's what happens when you use your leftovers. We are going to reseal these guys very tightly and actually put it back into the water to boil for a few more minutes just to completely seal it in. So we're just going to wipe these suckers down. We put these little guys into the fridge and they are ready to go. That is how I make jam. What's your favorite flavor? Let me know, and let me know if you do make your own as well, what you put in it. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time.
Today I'm going to make for you jam. Yummy jam. It's local like crazy.